welcome to One Sunflower. I'm going to start a little series today where I do the different steps kind of in the order of the way that I would play the game if I were working with my own children. So you've gotten some videos of me and my cousins playing the game with the children, and then you've gotten some big overviews of me kind of going over the whole entire process. But now I'm going to do like a step one, stop the video. Step two, stop the video, so that you can really work your way through. So in the very beginning, your job is going to be to figure out if your child knows some letters or not. So if they don't know any letters, you're going to start at the very beginning. If they know a lot of their letters, you can kind of start at step two or step three. You can kind of bounce your way through quickly some of these beginning steps. But I would say if you are just starting and your child doesn't really know any letters yet, I'm not going to give an age because kids learn to read at such different ages. You may have a 2-year-old that knows some of the letters. You may have a 4-year-old that doesn't know their letters yet, right? So wherever your child is, doesn't matter. Just start them where they are. So I'm going to pretend that Beckett is little, and because he's 14 this month, and he does not know his letters. So I'm starting with the letters in his name. Now, he has 2 E's and 2 T's in his name, but I'm just starting with the letters B, E, C, K, and T. Those are the letters in his name. This does not say Beckett, so I'm not going to tell him that it does, right? But I'm going to have him match the letters in his name. So he can turn it over, try to find the match, and I'm going to say, great job, Beckett, that's a K. K is for, I'm trying to remember, key. K is for key. Can you say key? Can you say K? Make him say both things so he's hearing that K sound all the time. And have him flip over another one. Great job. That's an E. Can you say E? And E is for egg. Can you say egg? And just keep going. Good job. T is for tools. Can you say tools? Can you say T? And he's hearing that T when he says tools and when he says T. And then C, same thing. Make them say the letter and the word. And B. Once he's got it all written out, I'm going to make him use his finger with me and point to the letter. B, E, C, K, T. He can repeat it or he can say it with you, whichever they feel most comfortable. And then that's it. Then stop the game because you're looking at kids that you don't want to overload. If they don't know any letters yet, that's enough. Okay? And then the next day I would play it again. And I would play it again and again with these same letters until I was pretty confident that they knew most of them. That when I said, which one of these is a K, they could point to it, right? Or can you tell me what that letter is? And you can ask both ways. Sometimes kids can't remember the letter, but they know it. So which one of these is a B? And they can point to it. So they're getting it, right? And then eventually you want them to be able to say, that's a B and that's a C, okay? So you're asking the right questions as you go along too. So keep in mind the different types of questions you can ask. So I would play this over and over again until I felt like they knew the majority of the letters. And then once I feel like they know them, I'm going to keep a couple of these letters, but I'm going to get rid of a couple. So I'm going to keep the T and the E because that's also in thistle. And I'm going to put the B and the C and the K off to the side. So we got those, right? So I'm going to keep the E and the T, and I'm going to pull in H-I-S and L, because now we're going to try to spell thistle, right? So I'm going to put these letters up here, and we're going to play the same exact game again. Oops, there's my S. And they are going to match them up. You're going to say the letter, have them say it, say the word that begins with that letter, have them say it, do the process all over again. So you're using words that are familiar. Now, they can't read yet, so it doesn't need to be in order because you don't have all the letters. If I spelled thistle here, oh, actually, this one. No, I don't. I'm missing a T, right? I'm missing the T there because I'm using the T here. So it's not going to spell the word, so I don't want to confuse them in any way. But I do want them to know these letters. I want them to say them. I want them to know something that starts with that letter, and I want them to be able to find it. Can you find the L? can you find the H? Can you tell me what that letter is, right? Once they know all those, I'm definitely going to get rid of the T and the E this time, right? But I'm going to keep 2 of these, maybe the S and the L, and I'm going to put the H and the I over here, okay? And then I am going to bring in Beckett's brother's name, which is Cameron. I'm never gonna go really above 7 to 10 letters, right? Because we want them to just learn little chunks at a time. So we're gonna do these same letters until they're pretty confident with them. If it takes a week, if it takes 2 weeks, who cares? We're not in a hurry, right? Just do them. So same thing, match them up again. Make sure you're saying something that starts with that letter. Ask them, can you point to the R? Can you tell me what that letter is? Use those questions, right? Make sure that you're making them say apple and A. You're doing the whole process. And then one of the things I might do, once they know all these, once we've done these for a while and they know these, I might sneak and bring back a couple of these with my next one, right? And then I get rid of the S and the L because I did those. Maybe I'll sneak a couple back in, and then I'm gonna move on and we're gonna work on the letters in Devin's name. Well, we've already done the I and the E and the N. So all we have left are the D and the V, right? So now we're gonna do these. Same thing. And now we've done a bunch of the names in our family. And so there are still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's still 10 letters left. So we're just going to kind of pull these letters in as we go and keep switching in and out. So one of the things that we do as teachers is called spiral review. And we'll pull some of these letters back in and we'll add some new letters. So we do like a spiral so that these are always coming back so that they never forget them. And then we're always bringing in the new so that they have new and old, and it makes a little perfect little circle, spiral, whatever you want to call it, okay? So that is step 1 or stage 1. That is what I would do until I am through the entire alphabet. Depending on how quickly your child learns, depends on how quickly you will be done with this. This is all uppercase letters matching the entire alphabet. And when I feel pretty confident that they know these, I will move on to step 2. Okay, so that's it for step 1.